Hey, what is up, Unbroken Nation? I'm super excited to be joined by one of our UnbrokenCon speakers, Miss Jaime Bronstein. Jaime, how are you, my friend? What is happening in your world today?
I am doing very well and just really busy, as always.
Yeah, I know. I see you blowing up. You're on newspapers and in magazines and on television shows and everything talking about this thing that we're going to get into deeply during Unbroken Conference. And one of the things that I think is unbelievably important in the healing journey. And that's this idea about how to courageously manifest love. So many people have been through trauma, myself included, struggle and have struggled or struggled with this idea that they are worthy of love, that they can find love, that they can be loved. And so I'm very curious, what does it mean to courageously manifest love?
So I would say that to courageously manifest love means that you are on a manifesting journey of love, regardless of what has happened in your past. It's like, you hear it all the time. You have the fear and you do it anyway. Or let's say you feel the unworthiness, but you do it anyway, because there's something inside of you that knows that you are destined to have love, just like everyone else. It is everyone's birthright. So it's taking action. It's going out there and getting what is meant for you, what is your birthright, what you deserve, what you desire, regardless of what happened in your past. So I say your past does not need to be a predictor of your future. And I can get more into victim mode, which I'll get into in my speech. But, it's all about not staying in the victim mode. That's the courageous part of it.
And that's so incredibly important. One of the things that people know I talk about all the time is do it scared. There's rarely a time in my life where I'm not terrified, where I'm not in my head about something. And it's really interesting because I'll just stand on like the edge of the cliff and I'll look down, metaphorically, of course. I'm like, I'm jumping. If I fall, I fall. I'm going to figure this out. And I think that so many people just get transfixed in this idea that because they're falling, they can't ever grab the ledge and hold on or pull themselves back up or be able to do it anyway. And one of the things that I'm curious about, you wrote this really beautiful quote. I love this. And we put it on the website actually because I thought it was so powerful. I want to know what this means to you because I think people feel like what I'm about to read isn't true. And I want to know your thoughts.
Okay.
And you wrote this, we put this on the website. If you have not signed up, guys, before I read this, go to unbrokencon.com. We are just a couple days away from this amazing conference. We're going to help you transform your trauma into triumph. It's absolutely $0 to watch live starting December 13th. And if you cannot make it live, or if you're like me and you go to live events and you always have a million things happening, you can join our VIP experience and keep the recordings for life. So all that information is on unbrokencon.com. So make sure you go register while we still have spots available. So Jamie, you wrote this quote, and when I read it, it hit me, and I was like, oh man, I really love that. You sent this to me, and it's healing is available for everyone. My goal is to teach people they don't have to suffer and they can have everything they desire in life. I know that people may be feeling like that's not true, or you're full of shit, or who does this person think they are, especially saying they don't know where I've been.
hmm
What does
hmm
that mean to you?
Yeah. When I say I don't care where you've been, that doesn't mean I don't care. I mean, my heart, first of all, we've all experienced some sort of trauma in our lives. Every single person has experienced some sort of trauma.
Mm.
And when I say I don't care where you've been, what I mean is it doesn't matter where you've been. This is about what are you going to do with the rest of your life? You know, um, my dad said something to me recently, which was so interesting, and it applies to this. It's the fact that people that feel that they have died or they've lost their soul, because of trauma, etc., or because of anything, or just they're depressed. The question is, did it kill you? It didn't kill you, but will the future kill you? Yes. So you will literally, your life literally will be over in the future. But what are you going to do until then? And life is short. Sometimes people feel like giving up. They feel unloved. They feel unworthy. So my job is, and has always been, when people say, what do you do? What do you do? My first answer is always, I help people not suffer anymore. And I help them see what, like I said before, what is meant for them. And everybody, first of all, love is why we live. And I will definitely get more into that during my talk. But love is why we live. And I don't care if you haven't had love yet, it's still destined for you. And I will help you get there.
We'll be right back to today's show, but first I need to ask you a question. Are you feeling stuck? Are you feeling like you don't have the support to go to the next level in your healing journey? Are you feeling like you wish you had a little bit more support from not only myself, but the Unbroken Nation? Well, my friend, I want to invite you to come and join our live weekly coaching sessions in Think Unbroken. All you have to do is go to Keys, Keys, keys.thinkunbroken.com to sign up and join us today with 100% money back, no questions asked, guaranteed, and no contract or commitment. Every week for the next year, you can come and be a part of our live coaching sessions each Monday as we dive deep into not only answering your questions, but questions from the Unbroken Nation, and help you take all of the information that you learn in the podcast, in the courses, and other areas of this journey, bring them into your life and use it in a way that is practical, life-changing, and transformative. So my friend, join us at keys.thinkunbroken.com, and we will see you this Monday.
Mm, I love that. And we will help you get there. And I think that's kind of the thing people fail to understand. It's like, this is communal, right? I mean, I remember sitting and reading one of Dr. Esther Perel's books and being like, oh, okay, this is an interesting way to think about the possibility of life, love, relationships. And then getting into other people's work and just realizing, like, you hear that old adage, like, it takes a village. I'm like, yeah, that's true, but it takes the right village.
Mhm.
And I think one of the big mistakes people make in this journey is they're just like, I read one thing one time, I listened to one podcast, I found this one person and it didn't work. And I'm like, good. That means they weren't the right one for you, which
Yeah.
is funny because I think you would agree that's probably true about relationships too.
Yeah.
Right. And so I know we'll get into all of that. What I'm curious about as we look at this upcoming week, what do you think that people who are attending need to do ahead of time, now that we're just a couple days away, to be prepared to really take this in?
I would say the best thing that you can do is to be ready to receive, to be open, because we don't want those walls up that have been up already. Let's do something different this time. Let's be open because there's so many aha moments ahead of you in this conference and in life. And so you want to be open to receive that wisdom and those life-changing moments that, and this is going to be one of those conferences where it's not like you attend this conference and then you go back to your life. Like, there's going to be no going back. This is going to catapult you forward. So be open to receive that. Get excited to know that your life is going to change. There's going to be so much content, so much wisdom that is coming. It's all coming through us. All of the speakers, it's going to be coming through us as a gift to you. So just be open, have an open heart, and know that this is a gift to yourself. Anytime that we invest in ourselves is a gift to ourselves.
Yeah. And, one of the things I was thinking about as you said that is we're committed to your success because we all have had somebody committed to our success, our mentors, our coaches. I mean, that's how Jamie and I met. We were in a room with one of our mentors learning. And, even though people may look at us and be like, oh, these people are successful and they've got it all figured out. I'm like, I don't know anything. I'm figuring it out like you guys. I'm you a step ahead.
Mhm, mhm.
And when you are working with people who are just a step ahead of you, that's where the real power comes. Because I don't know about you, but I've come to find, like, when I work with people who are like 25 steps ahead, I'm like, does not compute. Does not compute. Like, this doesn't work for me. And so I always tend to be very, very mindful about where I'm going to get my knowledge. And I think, Jamie, one of the best things about this community and this group of speakers, especially, and I handpicked every one of you. I remember I picked up my phone. And I just started calling my friends, my community, and the people who are speaking at this event are the only people I called. Every single one of you said yes. It's not like I had this laundry list of 75 people, because I was asking myself, how do we serve this community in a way that shows our commitment? And I knew that the only way that was going to work is by doing it with people who I've been in rooms with who are committed to their success. And so I'm super excited. We're only a couple days away. What do you think your most Let me ask you this question, because I think this will help set the framework for people who maybe haven't made the decision yet, who are on the fence, who don't want to take the risk of investing in themselves because they're scared.
Mhm. Mhm.
What do you think happens in someone's life? And you can even share your own story if you want. What do you think happens in someone's life when they face the fear of investing in themselves and making a decision to show up and play all out?
Hey, what's up, Unbroken Nation? We'll be right back to today's episode, but I want to take a moment and invite you to Think Unbroken Conference. That's right, our next conference is happening right around the corner this December with amazing speakers from around the world who are leaders in personal development, trauma education, mindset, and more. All you have to do to register to watch for free, that's right, $0. Come and join us, is go to myunbrokenlife.com, register and sign up. You can get access to the free event. Watch it live with us this December. It'll be myself speaking along with amazing human beings like Anthony Trucks, Jaime Bronstein, Leslie Logan, and a special interview that I'm doing with Dr. Gabor Mate that has never before been released. So come and join us, myunbrokenlife.com. All you have to do is put in your email. We'll send you over the registration. You'll be able to come and join us, watch live. And then if you want access to the recordings, there's more information there for you to keep them forever. But in the meantime, go sign up. Block it off on your calendar. This is going to be a transformational experience that you do not want to miss. Head over to myunbrokenlife.com to register for free. Until next time, be unbroken.
Well, of course, the reason why people don't do anything is because they fear it might be a waste of time. They fear what's the point, whatever it is. So what I would offer to anybody watching this is, and this is different than have the fear and do it anyway. This is about taking action. So I'm a very spiritual person. I believe that spirit meets us at our point of action. You can either do nothing and stay where you are, or you can take action and take that chance to a spiritual experiment, as I call it. So this is about taking action. And I would also say that if you are feeling vulnerable or in like a low vibrational place, negative, maybe depressed, however you're feeling, that's also the time. It's kind of like if you're not feeling like in the mood to go to a party or a social event, and then you go and you end up having a really great time. It's one of those times where you just have to do it. Just get yourself there, press the button, whatever you need to do to sign up. And to answer your question, because I think it's important to be relatable and vulnerable. I don't know what I'm going to say right now, but I'd say anything that I've done in life that was a risk has been worth it. So, and I believe that that's because I don't have a perfect life. Nobody does. I do put work into what I do. You know, they say preparation meets opportunity. There's no preparation, besides for being open, like I said. But it's really also about visualizing and believing and trusting. Just trust. Just trust. And this isn't even, there are nobody's like selling any. Like, what we're selling is is your life changing for the better. So, like, who wants to sign up for that?
Yeah. Yeah, how stupid would you be to do that? Like, that'd be the worst decision you've ever made. Like, no. Like, in
And
fact, I wouldn't even come at all. I might not even come now because it sounds like a terrible idea.
and also, like, the thing is, you and me and any of these other speakers and anybody who does this for our lives, yes, this is our career that we've chosen. But the thing is, this comes from our hearts. We do this work because nothing feels better than helping someone, period, in any way possible. And so
Truth.
we are so passionate about our work. And so we just want to share it and help as many people as possible. It sounds so cheesy, but I'm serious.
Yeah, no, I mean, I get it. And what's funny is the thought that goes to my head as we're having this conversation is I'm like, man, we are just one of us. We are us. Like our speakers, every single one of you. The reason I know this because I've interviewed every single one of you on my show. I've been in rooms with every single one of you. I've spent time with every single one of you, and you all have had trauma. I've had trauma. We've all been there. So it's not like we're sitting here and we're these people who are like, my life was great. I had fucking silver spoon as a kid. Nothing bad ever happened to me. And I'm going to help your life be better.
Yeah.
And that doesn't work. And every time I
No.
see that, it drives me crazy because that's like going to a mechanic who's never driven a car before. Like it just doesn't even make sense to me. And so, guys, trust me when I say that we are committed to your success. We are committed to our success. We're going to make this the most important event you've probably ever been to in your life. If you have not joined us, come to unbrokencon.com. Join us live December 13th, absolutely free to watch live. If you want to grab the recordings, grab the VIP, it is there. Jamie, my friend, I will see you in just a few days. And until then, my friends, be unbroken. We'll see ya.
Thank you.
Hey, Unbroken Nation, we'll be right back to the show, but I wanted to let you know that you can grab a copy of my first book, Think Unbroken, Understanding and Overcoming Childhood Trauma, for free. If you go to book.thinkunbroken.com, you can download the PDF ebook version of the book and get everything that I know about the baseline of healing trauma for free, downloaded to your email right now. Just go to book.thinkunbroken.com to download your copy of Think Unbroken, Understanding and Overcoming Childhood Trauma for a PDF for your phone. Again, that is book.thinkunbroken.com. Thank you so much for listening to Think Unbroken. Please share this episode with someone who could use it and help us move forward in our mission of ending generational trauma in our lifetime. And if you would, please take 5 seconds to pop on iTunes or Spotify, hit that 5-star, leave a review, and you can also reach out to us on social at Michael Unbroken or at Think Unbroken. And of course, you can check out our YouTube channel at Think Unbroken. Thank you for being a part of Unbroken Nation, my friends, and until next time, be unbroken.